Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we will be talking about something a little more on the serious side. I kind of wanted to make this video just for like other moms out there that could be dealing with this or have dealt with it and they're not anymore, or people that are about to have babies or a child. I just made this video because I feel like it is important. It is an important topic and I just don't think it is talked about enough. So today I'm going to be talking about it to you guys, my experience and what I do to help in this type of situation. So what I'm going to be talking about today is postpartum depression and motherhood depression, because it is something I have dealt with and I still am struggling with a little bit, and it might kind of resonate or show on in my vlogs, because some days I seem a little down or not happy, not as happy as a mom as I want to be, and it's not my fault really, because I just feel this way and it happens to a lot of moms. It even happens to dads, but it is, I feel like, more common in moms. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. So what I'm going to be talking about today, like I said, is postpartum depression and motherhood depression. I have been struggling with it since day one of motherhood. I'm not gonna lie, I've been struggling emotionally, mentally, physically, everything like that. What postpartum and motherhood depression is depression after you have a baby up to 5 years old, I think is like usually the range. Postpartum and motherhood depression is a serious thing. I've seen stories and articles of mothers who have either attempted self-harm and have actually offed their life. I don't know what YouTube is okay with wording anymore, because they seem to really be strict, but if you know what I mean. It's hard. It's a hard struggle. I've dealt with it since day one. I think what started it is not being able to nurse. That was hard. I wanted to nurse. I did not want to formula feed Kason. I wanted that to be my last resort, but he was a NICU baby and they fed him Similac bottles, those pre-made Similac bottles, and I feel like that made latching difficult. He would not latch no matter what I did. I attempted it. I tried pumping. My milk supply was lowering, and I think that really is what kind of started it. I felt like a bad mom and it was really hard. And then Kason developed a flathead, so he had to wear a helmet, and I got criticized. I got told, you weren't holding him enough, you weren't doing enough tummy time, you weren't doing this and you weren't doing that, it's all your fault. I was told it was my fault from the very get-go, that he had a flathead and that he was formula fed. The milk supply situation was not my fault. I didn't get enough milk no matter what I did. I took supplements, I tried body armor drinks, I tried everything. Nothing was increasing my flow. I tried power pumping, I tried pumping every 20-30 minutes. It just dried up, and that was really hard. And then when he had to wear a helmet, that was really hard. It was really hard, watching him have to wear that and sweat and get hot at night and cry, and it was rough, and I didn't really get that much support. Instead of support, I got blamed. I got blamed for his flathead. I got blamed for his milestones not being right on track. I got blamed for it, and it was hard. It was hard being told that you're a bad mom, because I've mentally thought I was a bad mom since day one, and it did cause me depression and anxiety, everything, and it just started spiraling from there. When Kason was around 8 or 9 months, 10 months, I started lashing out. I started being really angry, really depressed, lashing out at my boyfriend, lashing out at my parents, lashing out just in general, struggling working. I started a job when Kason was 10 months old at Ross. It was an AM stocking position, and I had to be there at 6:30 in the morning. And during that time, Kason was not sleeping. He was waking up every 1 to 2 hours. Then he would wake up for the day at 4 a.m. I wasn't getting any sleep. That was really hard. I was really depressed. It was rough. And then I would go to work. And then I'd go to work and be exhausted, get home, be a mom, you know, make my boyfriend food, make Kason food, just everything like that. It started taking a toll on me. I lost motivation. I gained weight because I didn't want to do anything physical. I still struggle with wanting to do anything physical. I had no motivation to clean, do Kason's laundry. It would pile up, and then I would sit and think, oh, I'm a bad mom because his laundry's piling up. Oh, I'm a bad mom because he has to wear a helmet. Oh, I'm a bad mom. You know, everyone criticized me. Not my parents, not them. They were always supportive, but I got criticized. I got blamed. I got all these things, and I would try to like say, hey, this is how I'm feeling, and instead of being listened to, I was being told I was overreacting and everything, and it was hard. And when Kason was first born, me and his dad were both on a maternity leave, and he was gone most of the time. I think he was kind of scared, and so he was avoiding the situation. I think he didn't know what to do, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him. When I first brought Kason home, I was scared too. But, you know, being left alone, like the first month after you have a child, it was emotionally challenging, you know. I'd wake up with him all the time, feed him all the time, change all of his diapers. When I would take a shower, it'd have to be really fast. I didn't get to enjoy taking showers or baths or anything like that because it was rushed, and it was hard. I was a stay-at-home mom for about 5 months of Kason's life. When he turned 5 months, I went back to work. I only had that job for like a month because emotionally I couldn't do it, and also the schedule didn't work, so I couldn't do it. And then I would come home, be a mom. I never got a break, and it was really hard. So anyway, back to what I was saying. When I started working for an AM stocking position, that's when my postpartum depression was really bad, and I started lashing out, crying all the time, screaming, panicking. It was really rough. And what I would do is I'd go outside and sit there in the silence like every 5 minutes just so I could breathe, because I feel like that really helped. And then I also drew on my iPad. I don't have it anymore, but I had an iPad, and I would draw. I would cartoonize pictures for people, and they were buying them, and so that was really nice. It gave me a hobby, but I was still struggling. I was not a very emotionally there mom, emotionally all the way fine mom. I've always been kind of frantic and panicky and stressed and worried, and it was hard. I think it's rough, you know. I can't even imagine single moms and never getting a break and never getting this, you know. It's hard. Being a mom is hard, and when you don't get the help that you need, the help that you mentally need, physically need, it does take a toll on you. I carry all the weight of worrying about Kason growing out of his clothes, buying new clothes, make sure he always has stuff to wear, making sure he always has diapers and wipes, and you know, moms do carry all of that stress. They carry every single aspect of it, worrying about their health, worrying if they're okay, worrying about things, worrying about what they're going to eat, what they're going to drink, if they're not eating, if they're sick, you know. Mothers carry all of that stress, and some people handle it better than others, and if you do, props to you. I wish I could, but I have always been very full of anxiety, very full of stress, very, you know, I'm just never really been really good with really stressful situations. I've always had really bad social anxiety, really bad anxiety in general. At school, I would hide. Like, I would sit the farthest away from people because I didn't want them to talk to me, because any type of human interaction would give me anxiety, and that's how I've always been. And I've never really had friends either that I could count on. Like in high school, they would give me a lot of emotional stress and everything like that, so I've always just had some type of emotional distress. And you know, it's hard. And then after I had Kason, it's really hard because you lose all your friends. You know, after you have a baby, you lose all your girls, like all your friends, because, you know, we're all adults. You know, you kind of go your separate ways, but no friends, no one to relate to, no one to go shopping with, no one to take your son to have play dates with. You know, I don't have that, and sometimes I wish I did because I feel like it would really help. But like I said, I have really bad social anxiety, so I've never really had that much friends. And you know, they always say, oh, make mother friends, make mom friends, it could help. But when you're like so socially awkward and have so much social anxiety, it's very hard. And like going to Kason's doctor appointments, like they talk to me and I'm like, did I say what I said? Did that sound dumb? Or am I concerned? Is that dumb to be concerned about that? Like, I would sit there and think that, and I doubt the doctor's thinking that, but that's what I think, and in my mind would race. And then all the doctors always point out how flat his head was, and you know, it was really stressful anyway. But all of that just really took a toll on me, and it still does. I still struggle with it. I struggle. I have no motivation to clean. You know, you guys know I usually make those speed cleaning videos. I haven't because I have zero motivation. I've been struggling keeping all my jobs. I recently lost a job because Kason had RSV and he was sick for a long time, and they were like, well, I don't know what to tell you, and fired me. And I've had a really hard time keeping jobs since Kason been born. And you know, working also gives me a lot of anxiety. I have like the worst anxiety when I work, and it's been really hard, but you know, we need the money, so I just do it. Yeah, it's been rough and it's hard, and I just want anyone to know that's struggling with postpartum depression, postpartum anxiety, motherhood depression, you are not alone. And if you need help, please get it, because I feel like I've gotten to the point where I do need psychological help, and that's what I'm gonna do, because I've been lashing out a lot. I've had a short temper with Kason, and it's not that I want to, it's that I get really stressed out, and it kind of causes me to snip, and then I feel really bad, and I give him a hug and kiss and tell him that I love him, because I do. And when I do that, I start thinking, oh, my bad mom, oh, I shouldn't be acting like this. Why do I feel like this? Why do I feel like this? Sorry, sometimes I don't know why I feel like that. And when he goes to bed at night, my mind just circles of, did I do enough with him today? Did I feed him enough food? Did I give him enough attention? Did I give him enough love? And I do love him, despite what anyone says. Every person has a right to their emotions, and every mom goes through stress and crying and anxiety, and it's hard. Postpartum and motherhood depression is hard. It is. And you know, I wake up all happy, and then I get all frantic and stressed, and then I feel like I ruined the day. I feel like I'm stressing my parents out. I feel like I'm stressing Kason's dad out, and I'm not trying to. I just have a panicky brain, and that's why I'm going to get help. And I'm gonna go get help, and I'm gonna better myself. And if you have postpartum depression, postpartum anxiety, motherhood depression, do get help. And if you are a mom and you're watching this and you need someone to talk to, you can talk to me, because I know how it feels. I know how it feels to feel this way, and I just wanted to make this video and talk about it and share my struggles and how I've been dealing with it. And I want to let you guys know that my speed cleaning videos will come back. I'm just taking a break because I have no motivation, and I'm planning on getting help. I'm planning on helping myself feel better and being a better mom for Kason, because that's all I want to do, is be the best mom I can be for my child, because I love him and I want him to know that I love him, and I'll always be here for him. His emotions are valid. If he's feeling emotional, he can always talk to me, because his emotions are valid. Your emotions are valid. And as a mom, you deserve to be heard, and you deserve to be listened to, because being a mom is not easy, and a lot of people deal with postpartum depression. It's not uncommon. Don't feel like you're the only one, because you're not. And if you are struggling, if you are ever struggling mentally, emotionally, physically, go speak to somebody, because it'll always help. And I'm planning on possibly getting on anxiety medication. I know that's not always recommended, but I feel like that's like the best. If you are struggling, do get help. And I made this video just to show you guys that it's real, it's there, and it is hard. And if you are a new mom and you are having postpartum depression, you know, it's normal. You'll get through it, and you are not a bad mom. But yeah, that's pretty much my experience that I wanted to share with you guys. If you guys found this video helpful, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. I do apologize for crying. It just kind of came out anyway. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys next time.